story.
I'm talking
You
about
ready?
ass. What are you talking about, bro?
Prostitute story. You guys ready? Are you ready for this? Bondage? I'm in.
I should be able to hire my own tweaker to beat up another tweaker.
Gets high fives from the boys.
It's the stupidest thing I ever heard of.
Good afternoon with the men.
With the men.
It is, I don't like saying what day it is. You were going to say it's Tuesday because then Spotify's all fucked up, dude. We're telling people it's Tuesday and it's actually dropping on like a Thursday and they're like, oh shit, it's Tuesday today? Get that.
That's it at the end of the day.
But welcome in, guys. How we doing?
What do we know? My dog is all up in my armpit trying to get attention.
We're going to try to keep the dog noise to a minimum today.
Man, did you listen back then?
I didn't know,
Oh,
but
okay.
I just know that I could see it in his movements. It was getting in.
Oh man, she was a little crazy yesterday.
Nothing
She
you
had a
can't
lot
do.
of,
Nothing you can't handle though.
Pent up energy. We
Yeah.
went and had a hell of an eventful morning today.
Yeah. Speaking of which, guys, make sure you like and subscribe, share, all that good stuff. But yes, we did have a really wonderful morning,
Oh man, talk about a good day. After the eventful day of yesterday,
which was a Monday, dude.
Oh, man,
Yesterday
talk
was
about
a
a Monday of all
Monday for
Mondays.
everybody, dude. Yeah, I mean, I even woke up just feeling better this morning, and we just talked about it a little bit. But I had a dream that I went a little rage crazy, and this dream happens to me every so often, and
same dream though, huh?
it's similar. Like it's just that I go crazy. Like one time it was when I worked at Toyota, and
I went crazy.
I quit my job and told everybody fuck you, and then another time it was just like out in public yelling at people and telling I just rage, and I think of it as my mind's way of getting rid of any rage that I may be feeling, like pent up rage. But no, and it was weird because Izzy, yesterday was actually a good day with Izzy. We didn't get any arguments. She's like, her attitude's kind of starting to level out a little bit. So
Dope. It's a good time then, huh?
yeah. So I don't know why I had that dream last night, but I think it's just being overwhelmed a little bit or stressed out is when it happens. Now that I'm looking back on it, it's just like, it's probably just stress, and that's my stress dream.
Yeah, I mean, that's and it is tough though because you got both the kids right now. I mean, I think that is having to get them ready every morning and then carry on your day and then get to the end of the day and it's still not over.
It's not even the end of the day, dude. I only get to work a half a day before I'm rushing to get them at school, and then I'm always like, okay, when we get home, I'm gonna do this, and then I get home and only get half of it done. Like, dude, today
Unless you want to like military your children and just scream at them to fall in line and do it.
I'm pretty good about getting dinner done right at 5 o'clock most nights,
which is super early. I mean, we were coaching, so the 11 o'clock dinners at night, I mean, that stuff was happening all the time. I mean, it's not that great for a kid either. I mean,
yeah, because you're supposed to have a couple hours to digest your food, and I get the kids to bed if I'm yet again on a good schedule, 8 and 9 o'clock.
Oh yeah, just huge. I mean, but they're early to rise as well.
Yeah,
so
actually not lately. They've been sleeping until our alarm goes off.
Well, now it's so damn dark.
6:30, yeah.
It's like this morning, it was 7 o'clock and it was still dark outside.
Because all the clouds, yeah, so any of that light that would have been shining through wasn't. Yeah, it was definitely dark this morning.
Yeah, it was weird. I was just like, is it daylight savings time? Am I even, somebody pulling a trick on me?
Mm-hmm.
What time is it?
But then, yeah, we had the meeting.
Oh, yeah, we got to go. Big shout out for 2.5 men?
No, I'm just kidding. 2 men, 1 truck moving company shouted out to Ben here last night and offered to sponsor us, guys.
All right, let's take that one from the top so I can actually nail the name.
Yeah.
Hit me one more time with it. Two men and a moving...
2 men, 1 truck.
2 men, 1 truck.
Yeah.
There we go.
2 men, 1 truck.
1 truck moving company based out of Michigan.
This is where they were founded, yep.
Founded 40 years ago.
40 years ago in Michigan by a mother and 2 sons.
Yeah. It's a cool story. Now they're like the biggest in the world.
Yeah. 400 locations, I think he said.
He said Ireland. I was like, what? I guess you need a moving company in Ireland. Dope.
Did he say it? Is
Yeah.
that why they're considered worldwide? Because they're over in Ireland?
He said a few places overseas.
I'll have to look into that too. Heck yeah, we'll get all of them. We'll get all the names.
That's what I was saying. But yeah, he reached out as a sponsor.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, what you guys need is some better technology. And we said, we'll take anything.
Yes, we'll say. We were like, that's exactly what we wanted. We wanted a 4K camera. And it was funny because we started doing this, right? And I was like, it'll work in my mind. And then as soon as I started editing the videos and trying to zoom in on either of our faces when I'm doing my clips, I'm like, God, a 4K camera would be pretty fucking nice.
Did you have, like, when it come to the Roddy, walking in there this morning, going into his office?
What?
Did you even think twice when it came to that giant Roddy he had? Not at all. I mean, there was a couple of times where I heard that dog just start, and he was like laughing and playing, but I was like, part of me is still like, this is a big dog. His head could snap my arm. Like,
I knew that dog was a beast when he picks up a 10-pound weight as his chew toy and moves it around the room. I'm just like, God damn. But he was growling because you're not giving him attention.
100%. He was the
he was a big dog though.
Yeah, he was just a big old baby.
Nah, that didn't scare me. The first time he growled a little bit, maybe I was like, oh,
Oh, 100%. When he
just
kept like,
he just wants to play.
just like Elsie right now, she just rub on you, like, pay attention to me.
Hey.
And it was the same thing though, where I was like, okay, I have to give you attention. If I ignore you, you will bite my face off. So here's all the lovins, puppy. That's
He's got it down. He's like, I got it. If they're ignoring me, I'll just give them a growl. They stop ignoring me.
I was like,
man,
what an office to just walk up into. I'm glad the dog like didn't, have an adverse reaction as soon as you walk in.
See, I think your guys' dog Lucky kind of really helped my fear of dogs come. He
Lucky was a straight up half Rottweiler, half Lab, half Bulldog.
That's 3 halves.
I know.
It doesn't work like that.
I know exactly what I said, bro.
But yeah, he was a big dog and he looked mean. And I don't know how he got off his chain that one time, but he tackled me and I thought I was dead. But then he just started licking my face. Yeah. And he was like, when he stood up, he was bigger than me, right? If he was standing on his hind legs, he was bigger than me because I was a kid at the time.
Oh, 100%. Because now I'm looking at it, I was like, Lucky really wasn't that big of a dog.
Yeah,
he was short, but his head was huge because he had like a pit head.
To a 10-year-old boy, that was a big dog, okay?
By the time he was running over to you, he had already drugged me down the street multiple times. Yeah. So I'm like, boy, he just licked you. Get over it.
You'll be all right. The good old classic getting drugged down the street by your dog, huh?
Oh, man, he saw a rabbit and just took off after this thing. And then it's out there in the sticks, so it's just pitted out these big ruts. And he's just dragging me through all of them. Man. And because I was an idiot, I looped it around, right? So he couldn't. And so I was stuck. I was going for that ride, bro.
Oh no. Can you imagine what your neighbors sitting there? Well, the dog's walking Ben again.
They didn't even care. There ain't nobody out there. It's the same thing when I turfed out my bike. Everybody's like, we just got stuff we have to continue doing. Get out of here. Go get your wounds nursed and we'll see you back out here.
I did the same thing. I jumped off the 4-wheeler when it was moving, tried to slide across the gravel, biffed it, messed my knee up. So you run inside, dump some hydrogen peroxide on it, wrap it up, come back outside and go play some more.
Bro, I remember with your brother in high school, I tried to do the whole open your door and just tuck and roll, out there in the sticks where he has these huge ruts. I literally just fell out of the car into a rut. So it was like a 3-foot drop.
trying
that
to
was
do
not cool at all.
Trying to do that in front of your house?
Yes.
See, I know how this was going. He's driving. You're like, no, go the other way. So when you drop me off, I'll just open the door. I'll just roll out.
I'll just tuck and roll. I'll be good to go. Let's try this out. You know?
No,
it hurts
no
so
tucking,
bad.
no rolling whatsoever.
I don't even really feel bad. Like, oh man.
Oh, that's great.
Now I was like, those things that you just like start take you down memory lane, and all of a sudden these start connecting and start thinking about different things. But man, the amount of retarded shit that happened to me when I was
No wonder why
10 to 14.
Hurts. Yeah.
Oh man, between the amount of times I ran out of gas just trying to get to high school. I remember crashing a minivan, like going into early morning gym, like getting hit by Katie. She like rear-ended me, just smashed the van once again. Like it was just not. My mom got T-boned in that same van. I was laying in the back seat.
Jeez,
bro, I've been in a probably hit by more vehicles than I've definitely hit.
Dang. That's no fun.
Plus, I remember this was like 6th grade. I was getting out of the car. This was when I still had the station wagon that I would soon inherit, just not that long later. It must have been 7th grade then. I tried to bail out of the car real quick, and same thing. My foot got stuck underneath the tire. My mom almost ran over my foot. You think she would be jumping out like, are you okay? No, it was, what the hell are you doing?
Well, yeah, because you jumped out of a moving vehicle. You're like,
I was already late for football practice. I had to get there. I was late. We got pulled over one time too. My mom hadn't yielded to the right away because everybody was driving, but they decided to pull my mom over for some reason, and the cop was like over there talking to her, and I was just like, man, I ain't got no time for this, and I jumped out of the car and I ran to practice.
Oh, I ain't got time for this.
Man, I got practice to be you got me over here dealing with the police. Got over here a whole mess of pumpkin seeds, bro.
For sure. Before we get into pumpkin seeds, we'll go back to the 2 men in a truck. I said something about it to Izzy, and she's like, "Oh yeah, we used those guys when we moved out from this house to this house." So my baby mama and their family used them to move out one of the last times they moved houses.
Oh, nice.
So my daughter even called them out. She's like, "Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. Got 2 guys in a truck." I was like, "Yeah, a little drawing." So she called out the logo. I was like, "Hell yeah!"
See, I told him. I was like,
And then EJ even mentioned that there's tons of those trucks over in Seattle, and I think that must have been where I first
DJ said the
ever
same
saw
thing.
him. Yeah, I said the same thing about Denver. So yeah,
man, they are huge. 400 locations though.
yeah, that's
One per state.
It's 50 states.
Well,
bro.
I mean, but like,
Yeah.
the math doesn't math on that one.
Oh,
That's why you think before you say stuff.
one in every big city, maybe. Yeah. Dang. It's crazy. But yes, we can go talk about pumpkin seeds, guys. A big old fat bag of pumpkin seeds. Does anybody else bake their own pumpkin seeds when they carve pumpkins? Or is that just me and my family? Because we found out my brother's girlfriend's family like never really did it. And
I'm telling you, man, I don't think a whole lot of people bake their own seeds. I think it's like almost like a farmsteading thing.
dude, if I'm digging in a pumpkin and I got my hands in the guts, I'm eating the seeds.
Not right away. You have to bake
Yeah,
them and
you
do
gotta-
all that. I think it's the process of it too. It's
We
like
soaked for, I think, 48 hours in salt water in a bag. And then I took them out today, slapped them on a pan, salted them up, threw them in the oven. We did try some specialty ones. Did the brown sugar, which almost made it like caramel popcorn. So you do a light bit of salt and then your brown sugar on top of that.
that would have been bomb.
And then you slap your mama a little bit of a spicy seasoning on another half.
What is the pepper and
I don't know.
slap your mom's
I'll
seasoning?
have to look. Because it didn't even seem that spicy, but it was
Paprika?
definitely flavorful.
It's from the south, right?
Let's see what's in you. Some Slap Yo Mama, because it ended up being really good on a seed. He beat me to it. Oh, he beat me to it. Some type of pepper.
You gotta decide. You want to do wings or egg rolls?
Well, we're gonna do both.
True.
I think wings first, maybe.
I'm so looking forward to wings.
I know, that's why I kind of want to do it first.
Oh, that's so awesome. I'm glad we're on the same page then, because I was really like,
what picture is on? Because it is the wing sauce, fish fry. Oh, they got all sorts of stuff. Cajun. They probably got all sorts of different ones. The one I was using was a yellow like that, but it was obviously not a wing sauce. It was a dry sauce.
Man, it almost makes me more hungry just looking at the sauce.
At the sauces?
Heck,
Cajun seasoning. A little bit of Cajun.
Oh, yeah. It's got some.
So, yeah, we want to know, how many people cook their sunflower seeds? Or does everyone just throw them away?
Seeds?
Pumpkin seeds, yeah, I always call them.
Even sunflower seeds, that's another one. I mean, if you take the time, put the oil on them, bake them suckers, and bam, you got sunflower seeds.
Never done those myself. But
same process, though. You soak them and then bake them and throw some whatever seasoning on them.
Whatever seasoning you want.
Same exact thing.
I am just going to be very sad if there has been a bunch of pumpkin seeds getting thrown away, and if I find out that not a lot of people dig through their pumpkin guts to get the seeds, I'm going to be heartbroken.
I think most people throw away their pumpkin seeds, bro. I think most people, and I mean, how are you going to be so heartbroken? The pumpkin itself sits out there for like 3 weeks until it gets moldified, and then everybody just tosses it in the garbage.
Yeah, that's because you've already carved it.
But,
it's not going to go.
So you don't care about. You know,
I don't care about the pumpkins going to waste. I care about the seeds that I could have been eating, well,
then go gather up everybody's seeds and start baking them.
Apparently, I'm gonna have to, and then, dude, I'll sell these bitches. I'll get enough free seeds from people that don't want their seeds around Halloween time to profit on pumpkin seed business probably the whole year, dude. If everyone is throwing their pumpkin seeds away and I just go spend 6 hours a night collecting pumpkin seeds, I could probably make a business out of this.
Man, you gotta love that hustle.
I need like 10 ovens.
The
pumpkin seed hustler?
The pumpkin seed hustler. That's actually a pretty dope name.
It almost sounds like a murderer.
The pumpkin seed hustler.
Yeah, he was collecting seeds, see?
How many, I mean, every seed, I guess, technically, you get a pumpkin out of, so, plant a ton of them.
Ooh, you could plant your own, and then
And then, you got always a million seeds. I don't think there's any shortage of pumpkins. Squashes.
At a pumpkin patch, do they regrow, like harvest, like clear out the dirt, come back in and replant, or do they just let those pumpkins rot and open up and get eaten, and then the seeds get spread naturally? Because I'm sure that's how pumpkins were initially made, right? That's why there's so many seeds in the guts, is because I think that's how it would naturally occur.
I mean, that makes the most sense. But like I said, I don't think there's a shortage of pumpkins.
No.
Seems like a shortage of pumpkin pie in my house. Could use a whole nother one from. Speaking of, I was going to say Costco, but I was like, the likelihood of Costco sponsoring us, probably a struggle. But through deliveries, hit that diamond. So I get to go up into Costco and get my free year membership.
What? That's an Uber perk?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, bro. That's actually really dope.
Yep.
That's super dope.
It's just the basic plan, but still.
Hey.
I'm looking forward to it. And then on top of it, Costco. If I can get like 300 more points, I get that $200 that they're going to give me as my bonus.
Oh, snap. That'd be very nice.
That would be dope. I could definitely take it.
Yeah.
Even with this one on the table, I was like, do I put that in the, even though it's not really going to help the situation, it's just going to, I guess, stop the fees.
Oh, this is Yeah, the questions are hard on that.
Oh man, I think that
Oh man, yeah.
I was gonna say don't get any easier as you get higher up this chain, bro.
Right. Oh man, I feel for you. I feel for you. But on the, can we look this up, DJ? Who is a Dr. Pepper is a Coke product? Because I know we're talking about wanting sponsors, and you were all Dr. Peppered up yesterday, so we were asking for it then. I think it's a Coke product, if I'm not mistaken. It's PepsiCo? Oh, is not Coca-Cola or PepsiCo. Okay, what do we got here? Who we got? Dr. Pepper is neither a product, okay, of Coca-Cola, blah, blah, blah. Independent bottle company called Dr. Pepper Snapple. Okay, so they are their own. So, hey, Dr. Pepper, Snapple, we want you.
Whoa. Dr. Pepper and Snapple are in the same.
Yeah, they're in.
That's pretty gangster.
They're in cahoots together.
I'm gonna have to tell these guys I'm gotta get off of here because that bad boy's about to die.
She's about to go. All right, bye Facebook.
You know, you keep doing stuff over there. I'm like, there's nobody over there, but I keep feeling like you're pointing to something.
No, I was flipping your camera.
I know, 100%, but I kept thinking that. I'm like, what am I pointing at? I mean, for some reason, to all the technology advances, they still have not mastered charger ports. Can't just get one that doesn't get full of gunk. And my charger's tip doesn't feel like it wiggles out.
Yeah, I use a wireless one next to my bed, which is really nice because you don't have to worry about the charging port. But I need to clean my port again because I plugged one of my chargers in my car, and my battery life started going backwards. I plugged it in at like 5%, and like instantly it was like 4. And then a few minutes later, it's 3. I was like, oh, let's switch chargers. And then it started going up. It's like, damn.
I was almost thinking, I was like, it's going to be tough now that the technology is going to start improving for the show. I'm like almost going to have to get a phone with a higher resolution so we can. Because, I mean, what are they running on these freaking iPhones?
I don't know. My camera ended up looking really crisp. And that was my front camera. That was all facing forwards, you know, which is interesting. I'm surprised it turned out that good.
What are you rocking? Is it Samsung?
Galaxy, yeah.
Oh, it's a Galaxy though.
Galaxy 12, I think.
I got that Google Pixel.
That was my phone before I switched to this one. Was my Pixel, dude.
I bought it.
I've been on the Pixel train since they had the first Pixel.
Yeah, I'm not that impressed with it.
And this is the newest one? Their newest Pixel?
That's a great question.
One of the newest, at least?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Galaxy. I think it's a 12.
I think I like Samsung over the Google, like, just maneuvering it through it. I hope Google themselves don't hear that. And they're like, shut them down. They said something bad about us.
Galaxy. Oh, like their S12 or something like that. But yeah, I think I won't go with Pixel because after the first Pixel, I was going to stick with Pixel for good because the first one was really, really good for its time. But yeah, if you have a Pixel and I'm going to stick with Samsung, bro.
Yeah, I had a Galaxy and I really liked they're so easy to go do everything in. Like, even switching over to an iPhone, man, you have to have like almost a different brain to figure that sucker out.
I'm not a fan of the iPhones. No way.
It really is like you're one or the other. Like, and the people who use iPhones, they are all over their iPhones, iPads, all tablets, all
yeah,
this
and
stuff.
then they like if you're messaging someone, like if a girl sees that you have an Android text message, it doesn't pop up blue or whatever, they instantly judge you. And it's like I've literally heard it on the radio. They did a poll and it's like 35% of women will not be interested in a guy because he has an Android. It's like, really? A fucking phone?
No wonder Kevin Gates was like, I got 2 phones. One is an Android, one is an iPhone.
Yeah, like whatever she messages you on. Oh, I always start with the iPhone.
I keep everybody happy. I got an Android and I got an iPhone. What up, Steve Jobs? What up, Chinese dude?
If Apple was like, "Hey, we'll sponsor you," I'd be like, "All right, but I ain't using your products."
That would be way tough to, like I'm saying. I've tried to use Safari and I've tried to, like, their swipe to get to things and like how to like jump to different screens. It's so much more difficult than what they figured out with Samsung. You just back up, slide to whatever thing you need to, and then bam, I'm in. Like, I don't know why iPhone is so difficult.
Well, and the split screen, you doing the split screen is super dope.
Oh yeah,
I love that, splitting your faceplate into two. I should do that with games more often. Watch a video and play phone games. Multitasking.
I mean, why not really? You're gonna have the.
If you have the feature, why not use it? I don't use it very often.
I haven't played a game on my phone for a long time. I was looking up to try to play some sort of near game like on my phone, but it's so incredible how fast that time you think you're going to be able to play that is gone.
I like to play like simple arcade games on my phone. Like one of them I used to play, it was called Woodoku. It's like Sudoku.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, which just you get a 9x9 square and you got to get the lines or the squares in it.
Should have heard Bamski's on the radio today. He busted out the original Oregon Trail on a little.
Oh
yeah, it was cool as hell, man. And I was like, oh man, that was talk about nostalgia.
Because they did remake it. There's a Oregon Trail remastered on Steam right now, and I haven't bought
on
it.
The Switch as well.
Yep. EJ bought it for the Switch, and he said he really enjoyed it, but once you go through it once, then it's kind of like, man, I'm not really gonna go do a whole trip through. But he said going to do the first one was super interesting, like running the whole trip through. Because as a kid, I don't remember ever making it, all the way through.
How retarded were we that we couldn't make it through?
Well, no, not only that, but it was
we made it through no problem.
We only had so much limited time to play because it was in school that we got to play that game. But no, EJ made it through. I think they took me along their trip, and I died like one of the first instances, one of the first or second, or I got bit by a snake or something happened to me. I didn't make it, but everyone else did, I think.
Damn.
If you're here in the comments, EJ, let us know if I'm correct.
I don't think he is.
I don't think so. I don't think
he was.
He was on your live. I saw him.
He was.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's probably working or something. Everybody out here having to work 7 jobs to make bare means these days.
Don't let him lie to you. He's napping. I talked to him. He was making really good time on the road today, so he was getting ready to head back to the shop and maybe pull orders for tomorrow. So maybe he's still working. I shouldn't say that, but I think he made it home and started napping.
That's easy living then. Get off of work and go take a nap. That's nice. When's the last time you got off of work and took a nap?
Not quite the same, but as soon as we showed up to the job site, me and DJ took a nap this morning. I'm just kidding. We joked about it.
Bro, you should have seen Joe. He came in the built-ins that they did in the library room?
Mm-hmm.
The shelf, and I don't know if you guys either have noticed it, but that shelf was like 3/8, almost a half inch off.
On level?
Yeah.
Oh, I wrapped the floor in there, but that's it.
Yeah, I ended up caulking that whole thing out today. What a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I did that one, the locker setup thing that you did. That was the fucking same thing. Another fucking pain in the butt.
I was like, when do I burst his bubbles that you forgot some?
I'm sure I did.
Just the back, like you have to literally caulk that sucker to the wall.
Oh yeah, that was I was gonna ask you. Yeah, because I was like, we painted that wall. That wall's already painted.
Doesn't it piss you off?
I was gonna ask.
Just like that wall underneath there. Me and Joe were talking about the masking. I was like, I don't even know which is faster, to mask it off or the 5 times that I have to cut and roll underneath there. And he's like, well, no, just cut and roll it afterwards. Just do it afterwards. Nobody's going to ever look underneath there. I'm like, yeah, but Joe, I still have to wait the time. I don't get any of this time back, especially when you're in touch-up stage. once I'm in touch-ups, that's my dime. Everything else.
Well, yeah, but I figured with the three of us, I can sneak over there when you're in primer and you have primer in the paint bucket. I can go over and roll it, and I can have that thing done by the time we're done spraying. Oh, unless no, because if it's wrapped, then I can't get back in there. Yeah. Fuck. Well, it's ready to be. It's ready to be wrapped.
100%.
I got it ready to be wrapped either way.
I was literally in the same boat staring at that thing, and me and Joe, we talked about how we hate it, and you know, he also had some great stories today, man. It is so cool hanging out with a guy who's just, you know, experiencing life like this. But he was talking about hunting, and he's like, I can't even go to this place I hunt anymore. It's too damn full of grizzly bears. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, we were down there the last time, me and my buddy, and I got between me and a sow and her cubs, and he was waiting on an elk, and then the sow ended up rearing up and doing like a thing, and then all of a sudden the cubs went, but he was sitting there and he was like waiting. Ooh. He's like, the last time he went hunting over there, he was waiting on an elk, didn't get an elk, but they had black bear just everywhere. But there was like, he said like there was like almost like a grizzly black bear. It was like red furred, but a black bear. He's still, and like he took that sucker down, but then he had to he said on the way to go get it, he was like 16 yards away is all with his bow. Jeez. Popped it, and then the thing turned around and started rearing at him, but he still had his pistol on his hip, and so it jumped and like it started to charge, and then it must have felt or something, and then it turned off and booked it the other way, and I guess Joe shot it in the ass. So it bolts up the hill, like going away, and then he says it's like on the verge of dying. So then all of a sudden it comes back and it starts charging down the hill, and he says it wasn't that far away before it finally.
Jeez. Yeah, apparently black bear are technically like more aggressive and territorial than grizzly bears. Black bear will come and attack you more than a grizzly bear will.
And the crazy thing, it all really depends on the area, because like, man, the way Joe talks about it, he's like, man, these guys were so dumb. They didn't care you were there. You could just pick them off like fish in a barrel.
Dang.
I mean, if you're a hunter though, when you're eating meat, you know, you're actually using pelts and all that other stuff. I mean,
there's tags for it. So I think if you do get one in self-defense, you have to get a hold of
if you're gonna follow bureaucracy.
I can go shut the door. I'll go shut the door real quick. Oh, you can see my sweats. It's all my sweats, guys.
I thought that was closed.
No, it's not. It was not.
What a pain in the butt. What are you gonna do? There's always background noise till we get a new studio built. This is how it's gonna be for a little bit. I'm so excited to go for this camera to show up.
Yeah, that's super cool. Some 4K, and it's gonna be such an easy swap.
But then we'll have the luxury of literally the extra camera that we've been needing, and we could finally get where we can do guests. Because we'll have the means.
2 cameras, yeah. Second camera won't be great quality, but I guess if you're just doing like a far back shot of everybody, you know,
just give a good feature on the guest, and then if we need to, we can have DJ go.
Run around,
stick a camera in their face real quick.
Yeah, I did look it up and verify that the GoPro that we're getting will just kind of work just like a webcam does. It does, so that'll be super cool.
Oh, that is so awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited.
No, that was way cool. And then every time you get I get to like the point where I'm like, damn, I'm almost defeated. We're so being into it, but man, this is uphill in a hurry. And then all of a sudden you get something like that and you're like, we can do this
Right?
1,000 more episodes, man.
Totally, definitely. I'm glad you said that because, like, I don't know. Today, maybe a couple days, like within the last couple days, I kind of did the same thing. I was like, man, it is really running me down. It's like, it's every single day we've been podcasting. I was like, God damn, this is a little much. And then, yeah, like you said, something like this happens, you're like, oh, yeah, let's
We'll just run it.
yeah.
Gotta
Keep
keep
going,
going.
man.
And which is
Get a continue and keep going report.
the sad part about it is that's literally what the whole like dynamic of this whole thing is. It's like, are you going to keep going? Or are you going to quit? And if you quit, you're never going to see the end result.
Mm-hmm. You
So,
gotta push through it.
literally, even when it comes to like the multiple jobs on top of it, on top of everything, and then you're just like, okay, you just gotta still make it happen one way or another. There ain't really no choice in the matter now.
Mm-hmm. Like me running around with all the kids and doing all that shit, plus all this shit. Gotta get it done.
Yeah,
Making it
last
work.
night I made up the steak and some noodles, made biscuits. So, I mean, I was on it. I looked like a regular Betty Crocker in there.
I looked crazy today when I was doing dinner because I had Izzy in the shower while I was doing dinner. So it was just like back and forth from the bathroom to the sink or to the kitchen.
That's always like, I mean, just because I got Nando in the shower, like, so it's never even just from like even way little. I was like, man, 4 years old, 5 years old, whatever. I mean, shower, you're on your own.
See, yep, I'm trying. Izzy's been a bath kind of girl, but today she wanted to
I was gonna
shower.
say, most women stay bath girls.
I told her, I was like, it's faster because when you're standing up, you're going to get stuff done. When you're laying down in the bath, you're going to be lazy and not do stuff. So she wanted to do a shower tonight. So it was her first one. And I thought I was going to have to do her hair and all that stuff. But no, every time I went to check on her, she was like, I'm good. I was like, all right, I'm going to eat my dinner then.
Man, that makes it so
Mhm.
nice. And then she wants to do it. You know what I mean? It's not like,
Taking out the trash. That's been
Man,
her new thing too.
I was going to say, man, my son does the same thing where like when he wants to, yesterday he helped me cook and do all the 9 yards with that and everything. I had him come season it, but beyond that, man, he was over here doing the stuff. So it's really cool when they get to be
Starting to
more
want-
self-sufficient.
Yeah. And then it looks like your hard work's paid off, kind of feels like
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Where I don't have to sit here and hold your hand. Like, I would love to hold your hand for now until the end of time. I would love to. But I'm going to hinder you as a human being if I sit here and I hold your hand forever.
Izzy hit me with that. I have to do everything by myself. I was like, I'm asking you to go get 1 cup of water by yourself. I was like, I do a lot for you. It's like, I'll show you nothing. Like,
That's so funny how fast that.
as soon as you ask me to do one thing, I gotta do everything by myself.
Yep. I don't think that ever goes away.
No.
Even when you're with a significant other, somebody always feels like they're having to do everything.
Damn.
Even if both people are trying their asses off, it's still like, you're not trying as hard as I am. I try way harder than you.
You mean I cry? I cry way harder than you.
Man, my son's mom, she is like, I think I've maybe seen her cry a handful of times.
Rock solid, huh?
Oh, yeah. Even at the end of it, you know what I mean? I think it was like, I'm good.
That's my mom, dude. My mom was always hard as a rock. I only saw her cry once, and that was when Buster died. Or PD. It might have been PD. Either way, one of them was one of the dogs. And that's when I knew that my mom was a real
Coco?
person. No, it wasn't Coco. It was one of the younger ones. Either PD. I think it was PD. Because that was when we found... She found her in the ditch because she got hit by a car. So then that was
That is
extra
really
hard
rough.
too.
I was going to say Buster, though. I mean, that was like the dog.
Mm-hmm. Remember one time he got bit by some type of bug when we were camping, and he just had a big old nose, just like it swelled up so big. Poor little guy. It literally just looked like a freaking hammer nose, though.
How big was Buster? I mean,
He was
Buster
a good 100-pound dog.
I was gonna say he was bigger than Lucky for sure.
Maybe 80-pound dog. So I think Tank never even made it to a 100-pound dog, and he was a big boy.
Dude, but Tank was obese.
Yeah.
He wasn't even. He wasn't even. Just obese. I'm like, jeez.
He used to be a thick boy, like built, but yeah, once he
like me, like when I was leaving high school, just jacked as shit, and then
he went and lived with my mom and dad, and just got fed real nice.
I mean, I lived in an attic, but you know, it was cool.
He was the best dog.
I thought about trying to work that into a bit somehow, going from living in a house that was jacked up for $1,400 to living in a garage in California to living in a shack here and then into a trailer and then into a 3-bedroom.
Moving up.
Like,
moving up in the world.
But I mean, like over my aunt's living in that shack there for a little bit. No insulation in the walls. It's just cold. I mean, I literally have that scar on my from holding a space heater against my arm and like melted.
Damn.
All in the name of living.
Did she even know you were living there?
Yeah. It was either stay up there or be under the law of another human being. And I'm like, I would never.
Well, we were joking about frogging. Apparently frogging, I think it's with a PH.
Bro, that is nuts. Like that isn't.
It's weird that they call it frogging.
But I thought, but it's essentially just squatting.
Squatting, yeah. But
in an attic.
Frogging is living there while the people live there and they don't know you're there. So I think that's half of what frogging is hiding from people, right?
That's sick, though.
Yeah, it is weird. But we were joking about it and it'd be like how easy it would be on one of these new constructions.
Heebie-jeebies thinking that there might be a mother just hanging out in the ceiling.
Living in the walls. Well, okay, get this. We're on a new construction site. There's a little under the stairs nook that is just going to be empty. We start stealing little bits of drywall and hanging it up. By the time the job's done, we have a fully drywalled, fully textured, fully insulated room because we've been secretly working on it. And then somehow we have to sneak in a door. That's the tough part. How do you sneak in a door past the builder? Make it look so good that they can't see it. A secret door.
And so you're going to handle the drywall in this one?
Yeah, it'll look real good. The texture will be the drywall mud from all, because it's all little 1x1 patches too. So
you know, it's hilarious. DJ, he has a story almost verbatim to that, trying to patch a wall with like these little tiny patches and having so many of them. I can admit I've done some drywall jobs where I'm like, if I put this little thing in there next to this thingy here, then I can fill in that gap a little bit.
Fill that in. Just shove some random stuff in there.
One time I didn't have any backer, and I couldn't get to my my screws, so I had to fold like cardboard, like just I don't even know how many times to get it to bite, and then I was able to suck it through. But I mean, yeah, stuff like that. Ain't nobody telling you how to do it when you're by yourself in a house at 11 o'clock at night and you really just need the damn screw to go in the wall.
Tell you what, dude, there's been a Saturday where it's like last customer of the day and I can't remember what was happening, but yeah, same thing. I needed it to get tight and there's too much of a gap. So yeah, it takes cardboard, fold it twice, stuff it in there, screw it down and be like, there you go, ma'am. You're good to go.
I was telling you over we were working on that, and that shelf, you know what I mean, is all
Did he tried to fix it?
Oh, he got it fixed, and he was like, well, what the hell, Ben, how do you I'm supposed to fix this? I'm like, I don't know, I bet if you hit it from the bottom hard enough it moves where you want it. And he was like, he just starts laughing, and then he comes back in with a hammer and
He did it. Oh.
And he was just like, damn it, it's not really breaking loose. And I was like, damn, Joe, I figured you being as strong as you are, you could break that thing loose, no problem. And he's just like, ha, I just don't want to break it. And then he goes back over, wham, wham, wham.
You just giving him all the ammo he needed to just go fuck that thing up.
He hit me with, you're going to be my spackle daddy.
Oh.
Get this. This is how burly and just about man this son of a gun is. The screws that he used were obviously drywall screws because he wanted to use my pinner, but he couldn't use my pinner because he didn't have his compressor or hose. And my hose and compressor are here. So it was just a giant. So he's getting all aggravated. He goes into these drywall screws with a drill bit, hooks the end of a drill bit, and squeezes the sucker and turns it and tightens the screws into by hand. He's like, if it wasn't for MDF, I probably couldn't do that. And I'm like, I don't think I could do that right now, Joe. What the hell?
Just like,
he's hand turning like a drill. He's turning screws.
dang,
Beast of a human being, man.
dang. That's pretty impressive.
Oh, it was damn impressive. And he was just like, you're not going to believe it, but I hand tighten them right now. Look at this drill bit.
Because I tried that. I tried that coming off, and literally the last job we were at, the other one in the Heights, I got one of them to break loose. One because it was just a double plate on like one of the plugins in the wall, and the second one I could not get to fucking break loose with the hand drill. Nope.
It's pretty good when you get. I usually end up snapping a nail when I try to do that. Break them. I had that going on this morning. Nail was half broken.
Broken nail.
I was like, what the hell did I catch it on? It's one of those things. You ever catch your nail and then it starts like pulling it even more and like ripping it down? You know, like you have to like.
Yep, then you have to. Yeah,
that's what this morning was. I noticed it right when we were going into that meeting to go talk to. And I'm like, well,
I didn't notice you fidgeting too much.
I was trying not to.
You did pretty good.
He seems like such a chill dude.
Yeah. Jeremy, shout out Jeremy.
2
men, 1 truck.
2 men, 1 truck.
Except for I think they have probably 1 million trucks by now.
But at the end of the day, original OG sponsor from that number one get-go.
That's so cool. I didn't quite get to it. The image I have, I need to do some editing. Where whoever trimmed the picture, it comes like right next to their logo. So I want to add like, a 1/4 inch of white border on every side just to make it look really clean. So I've got some editing to do there. Otherwise, our intro probably would have had them in it.
That would have been sick. But It is worth the wait because
definitely next week, next Monday, we will have the new camera set up. And
I might even give you guys a little behind the scenes.
Maybe we do.
Not a long one, but maybe a little behind the scenes. You just can see our faces.
We could use the GoPro to do some behind the scenes shit.
That's kind of what I was thinking, so we could at least see the quality. I'm excited for this.
I am so excited. It is. It is probably. I'll tell you
do all GoPros? I should ask this. Are they all Heroes?
No, I believe the Hero is their latest style, right? Because from what I heard,
is it because everyone needs a hero?
I need a hero. I don't remember what I was talking about now. I'm just.
Yes, you walked right into it. Yes.
I know.
Plan complete.
That song is just going in my head right now.
Flashdance.
It's definitely what I think. If I get into streaming again, I probably won't do a as fancy hero, but even like going down to like a hero 10, or I don't know how far back they go, but one of those would be really good for streaming. Really good quality for instead of like a camera like that, just doing an actual GoPro, because they can easily get hooked up like that without an SD card, and then you're just recording through our Streamlabs as opposed to the actual camera itself. So
boom. I'm so excited for this though. The fact that we'd be able to take that, add the camera, add the dimension,
and then the next thing that I am going to invest in is the microphones. Excuse me. The smaller, like clip-on, even if we had one microphone that we were both holding in that video, because guys, we know it. We know the audio quality is not perfect. I am not an audio engineer. I am learning, and the technology is what we need. If we had a good microphone, we could have got a lot better audio out of that last video.
Oh, 100%. Mm-hmm. But it's going to happen. We'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah.
Slow steps. We didn't even expect to get this far this fast.
No, but it's not even like we got super far.
No, but
that's just a big pat on the back. It's almost like when EJ said you're on to something.
Yeah.
It's those little things that make you go, okay, maybe I'm not just so retarded and out of my own mind.
Because I'll tell you, sometimes I go home and I'm editing the videos and I'm like, people are enjoying this? Like, damn. But
100%.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys.
100%. We love you guys.
Wouldn't be doing this without you guys, and especially shout out to our first and only sponsor currently right now.
You better get on board, because once this thing takes off, like that moving truck, we are out of here.
And we full, baby. I don't know.
No, I'm just saying, I mean, the opportunities just from that in itself, you know what I mean?
Because really what that does for us is, if anybody else, like any other company, is even slightly thinking about, oh, that would be kind of cool to sponsor those guys, they see our next video that says we are sponsored by, and then that's going to give them they're already on that train. They're already working on that thing. Like, maybe we need to reach out to them.
Because you're going to want to get on the sauce before there's no more sauce. That's what I'm thinking anyways. I mean,
I don't know. You just made me think of the wings. Because now,
man, I can't wait to do that video though.
Couple weeks, I think. We'll let the coffee video fester for a couple weeks.
There's still people voting on the poll.
Really?
Yeah, really. I mean, it doesn't go anywhere. Man, so there's people every once in a while pop in and be like,
Classy and Sassy is winning on the Instagram poll, and I know why. It's because they had good tasting coffee and it was cheap. This is the cheapest coffee out of everyone, and that I remember it now. That's why I started going there. It's because I could get a coffee for less than $5.
Oh yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not like they had a good showing. But that day, I mean, we were literally prepared to jump ship and go to a different coffee shop.
Yeah, we was ready.
Our home said,
we still haven't even. I guess we could spoil it for people who haven't watched the video. We didn't yesterday, but
I guess good idea.
You kind of just did. Yeah,
I didn't say nothing. I just said my local.
You said we were ready to jump ship.
Yeah, but we were ready.
We were ready.
We were,
but we did.
We didn't,
because they won. They did good.
You did it then. Huh? I'm blaming you now.
We haven't even said the words. We haven't even said the two words.
Oh, man.
We're going to do it. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen the video, look away now. Don't. Spoiler alert. We're giving you enough time to turn away, to earmuffs it up. City Brew is a champion.
City Brew champion.
We are the champions. Oh shit, it's Freddy.
It's not. They're not even the champions, but they just won that round.
Round one winners?
Round one winners. But they're like the GOATs right now.
Yeah.
If this is the 97 Bulls, good luck taking down Jordan.
Hold on. If you have always referenced you as Jordan, he's Rodman, I'm Pippen, who was the general manager at the time.
We don't. Well, I mean, this is a bad one because this is what broke up the dynasty.
That's what broke up the dynasty. It
Was-
doesn't matter.
Was the general manager?
Okay. Then let's not do general. Who was the head coach? Because City Brew can be our
The head coach was
of
the Lakers coach.
I'm not a basketball
the man
fan.
with all the rings. I'm trying to think of his name.
The man with all the ring, Tom Brady.
No. Oh, he's
Flava Flav.
But
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
he is like what NFL like Bill Belichick is to basketball.
Yeah,
Phil Jackson.
I'm just not a.
Phil Jackson.
I'm just not a
I think he
basketball
has like
fan, so-
12 championships
Damn.
with the Lakers, the Bulls. And if it wasn't for this guy getting in and kind of destroying the team, they I mean, who knows how many championships the Bulls could have actually won.
Yeah, I was never a basketball fan, so.
But even back then, I mean,
Was it me or my brother? One of us had the big Michael Jordan poster that was actually 6 feet tall, full size poster
That
of
was
him on
your
the back of the
brother's,
door.
yeah,
Was it
I
his?
remember
I
that,
thought so, yeah.
that is
So one of us
actually,
had it.
but also, I mean, Jordan, he's still
Yeah,
is the GOAT.
he's
He
the GOAT.
never got outgoated since he's been retired.
I mean, the whole debate between LeBron or Jordan or Kobe and Jordan, I always thought Jordan to be superior, but Kobe was a hard ass fucking worker.
Well, I already kind of got decided. They were like, it sucks because with they're in their prime, Kobe doesn't have the moves that Jordan does, but he might beat him from the perimeter. I think that's about how that goes down. But if we want to go down the lane,
statistically wise, it's
Jordan
all day. Yeah,
and Jordan also got to the championship and he never choked.
yeah.
Nobody else can say that. It's like, as much as you want to hate on Brady, Brady got all them damn championships.
The only reason I ever hated on Brady, and I'm dialing it back a lot now, is just because growing up, he was always in the Super Bowl, and of course I was never a Patriots fan to begin with, so then it just like this like hatred for him was created, and then I really hate that I felt that way, because it wasn't until like a few years ago when I saw an interview where he was talking about how he would give up big chunks of his contract money to sign new guys, and he is what a lot of these newer NFL quarterbacks are. No one's going to do that. You don't see Patrick Mahomes taking $1 million cut so they can hire 2 good wide receivers. And
it really makes you wonder, like, if that era is it just pure cutthroat now? Because that is selfless to like. I mean, granted, you already made your millions and millions and millions, but
you just want to see he just wanted the Super Bowls, right? So he's like, I'll give up $100,000 a year to win some Super Bowls.
That's a big captain move. You know what I mean?
And yeah, after hearing that, and then
but he also
looking
did
into him
pussify the game.
Oh yeah, because now no one can get hit. No quarterback can get hit.
It started
That is
with
true,
him,
yeah.
but he also took some hellacious hits. So there is that. Just like my Vikings getting knocked off 5-1 to the Lions.
Damn, it's a bummer. I want to watch the highlights of the Seahawks game because it was like a good game. It was like 35-14. They whooped.
That's what I'm saying. If I seen the highlights, I thought my Vikings won the game by the highlights. Interceptions, sack, fumble for a touchdown. I'm like, what? And then we still lose the game?
Dang,
by
that's
2
bad
points?
when your defense is giving you every opportunity and the offense can't connect on it. Or yeah.
Now I'm like, come on, Sam, hold it together.
Still 5-1 though. What's the NFL? Let's check the NFL standings right now, DJ. What are any other teams undefeated still this year?
Unless Kansas City. Kansas City was the only other undefeated.
So then they're right there. They might be second
Kansas
in the
City
NFL.
won, didn't they?
Yeah, Kansas City Chiefs are 6-0.
Also, they haven't played yet. They're 6-0.
Like, yeah.
Oh wait, we're 5-1. So yeah, I guess it doesn't make sense. So they did win.
Okay. So you're still right there, though. You guys are like, what, like second or third in the NFL. So shut your mouth. I know it'll be short-lived for you guys. It's usually maybe half a season that you guys look good, usually every year, and then
I mean, all our players, somebody ends up getting really, really hurt. Dalvin or Adrian or
Adrian. Sorry, I had
it
to.
all comes down to like one player, like ultimately just kills us. We had Stephon Diggs, Adam Thielen, and Dalvin Cook all on the same team, and we didn't.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Stephon Diggs is
With one of
nuts,
the
dude.
nastiest defensive teams that have ever been picked apart, and now we're doing as good as we are. I didn't think that this was ever going to be our year.
It takes me back to scripted NFL. I can't believe they script it down to every single play. It's ridiculous.
How else are we going to get those beautiful timeouts from Buffalo Wild Wings?
Oh.
We're headed in overtime. Yeah, we're actually not headed in overtime today, guys.
Yeah, no. But actually, it was pretty funny. EJ was doing one of those simulated games. It went into double overtime. It was such a good game that it went into double OT. Like, damn.
That last one you were telling me about where he caught the ball, but he thought it was an incomplete catch, but it ended up turning to be a touchdown. That was pretty damn funny.
Yeah, we went and looked back, and I thought for sure he was out, but no, went and looked back. And what it was is his second foot was down, and then I thought it wasn't, and so it would have been his, the second step, he was way out. But I was like, nope, he was dragging that foot while he caught that ball. So it's like, man, I'll tell you, Madden 25 looks pretty fucking good. Yeah. I haven't thought Madden has improved in a few years, but it looks like 25 actually did some major improvements to gameplay. So.
Yeah, it seems like the graphics really got, just over this last year, got that much more better. I've noticed it across the board, even on some other games that I've been seeing. They got really good just over this last. Nando on his, with Zelda, they're showing it between this, and I'm like, wow.
It's crazy. I looked at Burnout 3 the other day because I wanted to play the old Crash edition where you crash everybody, and I'm like, for its time, this game was on point, but looking at it now, I'm like, ugh. It doesn't look that great. But back then, it was amazing.
Oh, man. But guys, we got to get out of here.
All right,
we don't
guys.
have that time today.
We love you. Thank you guys so much. Keep an eye out. Keep an eye out on the intro to see where we're going to fit in the sponsor. Big shout out to our sponsor as well.
2 Men and a Baby?
Two Men and a Baby. That's you and me taking care of Bryce.
Jeremy, and I'm just giving you a hard time.
Jeremy,
2 men.
One truck.
I keep thinking it's 2 men in a moving company.
2 men in a truck. And I don't even think it's movie. I think they're just movers. Two men in a truck movers. But just 2 men in a truck.
Men in a truck.
2 men in a truck.
There we go.
If you guys do need to move out of one house into another and don't want to do it yourself, they are a great option. It's exactly what my ex-wife did. And no complaints. Otherwise, I probably would have heard about them.
The only thing she came back with was the divorce papers.
And I'm like, psych, had them signed first.
Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe.
On the Facebook, on the Spotify, on the YouTubes.
Until then, we are out.
Bye.